Hi, I am interested in becoming a medical writer, and how can I begin? Great question. So there are two paths you can take. Let's go with the first one. So this means that you are going to start writing on your own. You're going to self-publish. You're maybe going to put pieces of writing on your own website, like a blog, or maybe you're going to create your own portfolio online on somewhere like journoportfolio.com, which is completely free. And you can also write articles on LinkedIn. Then what you're going to do is send out those pieces of writing to potential clients that you want to work with. But you need to know what your clients are looking for before you apply to those jobs. So this means you have to actually look at the style of medical writing that they want. So are they looking for people who are good at journalism? So can you write a good newspaper article? Can you tell a good story? Or are you good at writing social media posts? So this means you are really good at capturing people's attention using the first two lines and then giving people the information that they need in a concise way with a few words, and then also including an effective call to action. So telling them what to do after they've engaged with your social media post. Or maybe you're really good at writing blogs and website pages, like product pages, so you know how to describe something. You're good at persuading people to do stuff. So that's more medical copywriting, which is the kind of thing that I do. So think about what they want and then make sure that you have writing samples to actually match that, and then you can confidently apply for those roles. The other thing you can do is you can network on LinkedIn. So this means reaching out to people, asking for things like informational interviews, and then getting to know them over a period of time. And hopefully there might be an occasion where your skills will match up to the needs of the project that they're going to be working on. So you can do that. Or you can go through the second pathway, which is to learn from someone or learn on the job. This can be a bit more competitive to get into. So this means you're an associate medical writer. So you're going to be given training while you work, or you can go and take a course from someone who is a medical writer and can teach you those skills. So that's something that I do. And I do have some courses because I actually ask you to do pieces of writing with the skills that you've learned in the course. And then I give you feedback and make sure that you have samples in your portfolio which are good enough to help you to get work. So when you are a medical writer, if you do want to be an employee, that means work for someone, or if you want to be a freelancer, which means essentially set up your own business, you still have to market yourself in some shape or form. So I recommend that you keep track of all the skills that you learn, and if you are working as an employee, then you do have rights to actually use samples of your writing in your portfolio in future. And I actually had to ask for permission when I was working in a medical communications agency if I could speak to the client to say, you know, I've just been made redundant. Can you allow me to actually use some of this work in my portfolio? And they were like, yes, that's fine. And they were also interested in continuing the relationship. But the problem was that the medical communications agency made me sign a contract which said that I'm not allowed to work with anyone for 12 months after I complete my period of employment with them. So, for example, they let me go in April, I'd have to wait all the way until the following year, April, to actually work with a client that I worked with at the medical communications agency. So just be aware of what you sign and what you get into. And obviously this is to protect the business, so you can't offer the client a competitive rate or a different rate. So you do it cheaper essentially and take their business away. So if you're going to be freelancing and marketing, then make sure that you are comfortable with putting yourself out there on social media. So you are going to maybe post once a week about something that you've learnt or a project that you're interested in doing, or maybe your values. I do have a list of ideas for you to post on LinkedIn. If you're not sure, then you can check that out on the YouTube channel, Write Clinic Medical Writing. And, you know, just kind of keep up with your relationship building. So keep reaching out to people, keep learning about what people are doing, and trying to find a match with someone that you actually want to work with. So I hope you found this helpful, and good luck.